welcome everyone to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Utah State Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Yep. Tee it up. The Bulls will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aggies offense takes the field to start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Aggies racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try the run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So Buffalo's offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's got it down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close. As he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the back. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will be... The 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll leave it with him. Noses his way forward. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Aggies will hustle to the line.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Let's go! Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. And how about that catch? Dangerous, this guy.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Wants to throw on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Bulls are rolling down the field. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the up, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Buffalo 14, Utah State 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to run for it. Makes his man miss. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. To the ground with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They go to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty. Back 10 yards, will replay the down. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to climb the penalty. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the quarterback is snowed under. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's fun.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buffalo! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Buffalo, 21. Utah
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that. Have it first down at the 39.
What a nice play by the defender there. When you're cold and you're wet and it's snowy like this, you just want to make plays and get to the sideline. Why? Because there's a heater over there. Give it to me and my jacket, please.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the... Down he goes. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinator.
And the ball comes out. What a... And the defense got it. Touch. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create. Hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half.
Utah State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
Buffalo, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Fires left. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On third down, going up top. Got a man. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Utah State up-tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The give to the tailback. Sweet feet on the move. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. It was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, you can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Bulls. What a grab and go for the score. Getting set for the point after. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Buffalo 35, Utah State.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Utah State Aggies will take over.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, you're understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Utah State up-tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The play-action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is it. He might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. forced out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Fair catch, called for and made. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, running back on the move. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Bulls are flying down the field. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Every time, 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Trotter. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see? On that throw.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop you. To dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffalo. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
42. Utah State, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Utah State Aggies will take over.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Running to the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Utah State, 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got... Let's go! Nifty little... Enough with the first down, and he slides in safely.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Gets away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
First down for this offense. He'll pull it down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Trotter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah State.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quarterback keeper. the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
36.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense getting set for first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's Hatchett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Bulls have their offense in high gear. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set. First down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Hatchett. Right down the gut of the field. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
50, Utah State, 36.
Here he comes with the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. He's looking to throw it. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Timeout.
By the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They keep attacking through the air. He's got his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.